What about you folks? What about you NI on tour? Join us for the Benidorm for the Fiestas. Just walked out of the hotel day one. Didn't think there was really any activities on it there, and I've somehow ended up in this parade. I don't quite know what's going on, but it's brilliant. Basically, there's like a week-long festival, fiesta. This time of year in Benidorm, November. All sorts of parades. So we'll try and get as much of it captured over the next 4 days as we can. As I said, don't know who these groups are that are out dancing at the minute, but the place, this is down the old town. The place is hiving. It's a great vibe. The plan, where I was meant to be going, it's a 10-minute walk. I'm feeling it might take me about an hour now, but let's enjoy it while we're on our way. Someone come and get their granny, but these wee women are loving life. A couple of Finos in them, get their drums going. So it's no 12th of July, but it's not a bad second to be fair. So managed to the wee parade there, whatever it was, them mad women with the drums and the dances. They've slipped off this side, so I should be able to get back on the direction where I'm meant to be going. I'll call in and get a pint somewhere along the way too, but just everything happening in the old town at the minute in Benidorm. Something a bit different. Normally come away, we're in the new town here for the entertainment, but I'd recommend if you're here for the Fiestas or here at this time of year, get down and around the old town as much as you can, soak up the atmosphere. See here, just they've actually put up a wee, I don't know if this is a Christmas market or if this is on specifically for the Fiestas. All your Christmassy market sort of knickknacks, and but at great prices. Don't think you maybe get a stroke here as much as you do in the one at our Belfast City Hall. There we go. Bit of Pokemon. Eevee. I think that is. just see in the distance there. The parade making its way down by the Hotel Bristol there. Cracking hotel too. Anyone looking somewhere good to stay? But started out just an unexpected parade there to start out the Benidorm video. A parade that I didn't know was scheduled, but hopefully a flavour of things to come here over the next 4 days. Don't know if we're going to be able to get much quality G split. Guinness here isn't the greatest, but we'll have a few finos, a few pints along the way, and hopefully show you what Benidorm's all about over the Fiesta period here. Message. Just want to coming up the road, seen the Guinness sign. Thought we had to come in here. I was bar in Benidorm. It's got the red door. So I thought, don't really get much Guinness here in Benidorm, but while we were passing it, and it says it's an Irish bar, I thought we'll give it a go. So let's see where we're at. Doesn't look too bad. It's a 25 glass. Let's see if we can split the G and then we'll give it a rating. Here we go, folks. Cheers. How are we looking? I'll tell you what, that's bang on. I'm having that slightly, just maybe a millimetre under, but for the first pint, first go, I'm having that. I'm taking that split the G. First taste, not bad for a Spanish Guinness. Not bad. So if I can get a few more Guinness, maybe we're not going to bout Benidorm here throughout the Fiestas. I'll try and get a few ratings on, so any Guinness fans that are out here, you'll know where to go. So this one here, the red door. It's on the it's on the Rincon area up in the New Town. So first taste, so far so good. So Monday night, sort of coming in the evening in the Old Town. Just a taste, it's something different. What happens is a lot of these wee side streets and the community groups, I don't know if they're schools and what have they, so they start doing like wee competitions where they block off a lot of their own streets. They bring like a lot of food out, and at the end of the week they have their big float festival where they have all their vehicles and they do them all up, and it's a big community event here in Benidorm. With each sort of street or wee neighbourhood competing against each other. But before the big event happens, so this is one of the emptier streets, but to give you an idea, so they'll put up like these flags. Each street or each wee community will put forward like girls for this. I think it's like a Miss Benidorm pageant or the Little Miss Mayor or something. I think that's maybe what that was seen with the girls walking earlier in the parade. So I think that's maybe a build-up of like towards that competition or towards that vote. So they parade around, they dance and they do their wee festival thing. and the communities then at the end of the week vote on who they think is Miss Benidorm, or I think it's something along those lines. But I can see most of the wee streets here, they're all pumping, they're all a hive of activity. People in the community bringing out their own food, their own drink, sharing with their neighbours, but also making the tourists, making the likes of us feel very welcome as well. Yeah, so they have the likes of all these side streets. These are they're in the old town. You would sort of call the main bit. A lot of people call it Walking Street. You'd have a lot of the shops and bars and restaurants, and then off Walking Street you've got a lot of these side streets. Some wee hidden gem bars and restaurants too, but this seems to be where the locals are hosting a lot of their community and family sort of events and meals in. Might chance my arm and dander up into one and see if I can get a wee bit of free tapas and a couple of finos maybe. See if I can put on a Scottish accent later on in the local. See what I can blag for myself. Another one here, tunes pumping, flags are up. I don't know, anyone here if you speak Spanish or you want to use Google Translate, you know what they mean, please let us know. Obviously we know what that there's a big pink sign up there saying sex shop, we know what that is. Don't think that's part of the festival, but that's on offer too if you're interested. So folks, it's sort of getting on to the evening now on the Monday night in November here in Benidorm Fiesta. We're still down the old town. It is still, as you can see, it is pumping. The atmosphere is electric. We've got the Harlem Globetrotters here. Let's see what they can do.
Arriba, abajo, al centro. Señores, ¡palmas! Y aquí de última hora, ha acabado la procesión.
I think what I can gather, I think, is what's happening is just part of one of their own wee street things is the I think if you get a shot, if you get a basket, you get a drink. Street, he recommended I go this way. He might have been right. This place is pumping. I don't even know if I'm going to get through. It's like it's another one of them big street parties. I don't know if I can do this. there's all sorts of people, and I'm not sort of manhandling these cheerleaders to try and get up this street. So I think we're going to go back, try and find a different direction. Just wondering about the old town here on the Monday night, to show you sort of what this Benidorm Fiesta this week's all about. No plan of direction. We'll just keep down there, and hopefully we'll get in somewhere here for a pint. That's the Benidorm Hells Angels away by here. Usually the scooters you see, or the motorcycle clubs around here as old age pensioners in the old mad scooters. So it's good to see a couple of actual bikers knocking about instead of Sons of Anarchy, instead of Sons of Scooters. But honestly, this place isn't stopping at the minute. It shows no signs of slowing down. I've just literally walked around the corner and found another rave. At the minute, it's every street you walk out to, every corner you turn, this is the scenes you're coming across. It's hard to explain. Get to Benidorm, get down to the old town, enjoy the fiesta, soak it up, folks. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, try and make my way through one of these crowds. Every street I go down is literally jam-packed. The locals, they have, what do you say, they have like all these sort of, they're not even local bars. They just sort of, they seem to take over like just like buildings and set up, I don't know, like big cafe bars, food spots, community hubs. I don't know what the official status of it is, but they seem to be setting these up. I'll try and get a video here to show you. So, like, just basically them, any empty buildings, these shops like that, set up, put flags up, dress the tables, get the food on the go. Get a DJ pumping, and off we go. I'll tell you what, these boys and girls know how to party. Right, I'm going to go through it. I'm going for it. I was saying about the fucking. That's what there was too. It's constantly, you'll hear the bangs going all day there. It's literally, I don't know, just to say, they just give these kids these bangers just to fucking throw them out all day. And obviously coming back from Belfast, Northern Ireland, some people might have PTSD with fucking bangers going off like that. You've got to watch your back, and they'll throw shit at you too. So we'll get through it, we'll get through the crowd, hopefully making it back down to somewhere I can actually sit. I need a pint after all that. It was burning. I need to sit and have a pint. Let's go. Just up there, we're just down the beach by Peñas on the old town, and just up there above the rocks. I think it's the only 5-star resort in Benidorm. It's the Hotel Fiesta. But look at the views. I know it's at night, but I mean, come on, looking right along the beach front, the rolling waves, right along Peñas, right round to the Fante, and into Benidorm New Town there in the distance. I think it's people who have never been to Benidorm before, and they sort of like to say, oh, Blackpool was sun. I'm not running down Blackpool at all, but come on. This place is absolutely beautiful. There we go, folks. What about you? Tuesday night in Benidorm, day 2. Again, down to the hotel, and there's a parade of some sort just right on the doorstep that we've come across again by accident. So I thought, it's part of the fiesta, part of the festivals. Let's get a look at it. I think. Might be some of the same people from last night, but they're living their best life. They love this festival. I think they just spent 3 or 4 days walking through the streets of Benidorm. They're brilliant on the drums. I think there'll be a few flute bands back home, might be wanting to sign a few of these boys and girls up. But I think that they just walk up and down through the town, playing their music, dancing, living their best life. It'd be great to be a part of it. It's amazing watching it. I say, if you get out this time of year for these festivals, it's non-stop. It's just every time you turn a street corner, it seems to be there's somebody dancing, somebody playing a drum, or somebody just going mental. But no, that's it. Literally walked out the hotel, and that's what we've walked into. So we're going to go a wee down there, see if we can maybe we've got to obviously call out and get a drink somewhere. Don't know if we'll find a good Guinness down this neck of the old town, but we'll see what's going on. So folks, what about you just going to walk up to the viewing point? Not a really OD viewing point here, Benidorm, but what I'll try and put into a lot of these videos is I love TV and film, so we'll see a lot of filming locations. So where I am here is these steps coming up. I don't know the official name for them, etc. Leads you up towards the big church in the old town of Benidorm. But if you're a fan of the TV show Benidorm, you might recognise these. This is a filming location. They used a couple of times. I think there was a scene, it was a bingo scene, I think, where Liam and the lads were smuggling boys into a bingo, which would have been in a wee bar there but just passed. But yeah, so these steps have been used in the TV show Benidorm a few times, but if you follow this path, again, it's sort of been taken over by the local groups for the fiestas. This sort of leads you up towards the main church, which is being classily done up for the festival. And they do, and I think it's on the opening night, this happened before we had arrived, that a lot of the local groups, again, they come and they place their offerings, put their flowers, and they decorate the front of this church for the festival. You can visit it now when it's open. It's a good spot. And again, when I say about filming locations, this wee square here was actually used for festival party scene in the TV show Benidorm as well. They used this wee square and they had a bit of a festival going on. And then just to the right of it, these apartments up here, they used again for, it was a kidnapping scene. I think Troy from the hairdressers get kidnapped by a bit of a stalker woman, and that was in one of these apartments up here, I believe. So even when you're walking around Benidorm, not only are you seeing a bit of fun, bit of party scene, the festivals, everything. There's the history of the church, but if you're a TV fan like myself or film fan, then you're also seeing these wee filming locations. Especially we're big fans of Benidorm, the TV show. So if you come through the wee tunnel just beside the church, then this will lead you out towards the viewing point of Mediterranean, and a couple of good cocktail bars up here, and we'll get a video of that. So as you walk through, you come through that wee tunnel we just left there, and you come up. This is the viewing point from Mediterranean, and they'd done a bit of work in here a few years back, and they'd actually found, I think, Roman ruins underneath it. Mightn't come across well on camera here, but you've sort of got these glass things that you can look through and you can see what was here before. But not only that, look at the view you have here of Benidorm, right out on the Mediterranean Sea. And again, let's say about filming locations. So in here just behind me was the filming location they used as well on the TV show. It was an episode of scenes where Jeff, which is he met Leslie for a blind date. Quite a funny scene, quite a funny episode. And they came for lunch, or they came for a dinner, and they ended up, this is where they were. So that's another filming location as well. So not only are you coming to see the Mediterranean and the view and the steps, this is quite good. If you're into your Instagram and you want a photo, that's probably your place to get it. See a lot of Instagrammers at this spot. but that's your view. What a spot. There's Benidorm Island. Again, that was another filming location. That was Peacock Island, which Mel tried to buy in the TV show. So you can get boat trips out there and stuff. But it is owned by the Doves. But yeah, what a spot, folks. So you'll get these wee boards of information, as I was saying about the medievals and the Roman stuff. So this will give you wee bits of info. You've got your ruins. So it mightn't show too much on camera, but it's all the stuff that was sort of underneath this viewing platform and this structure that was built when they were renovating it. They discovered a lot of this. So this is your sort of halfway point between the old town and new town. Yes, you would sort of say that this is the middle ground. This would be the separation. So if you don't know Benidorm too well, if you're getting confused about what's old town, what's new town, if you use this as a sort of divide, anything to the right side of that, up that way, then is, say, that's the new town, and anything out towards in the background of me, that would be the old town. Say then the new town's out behind me that way. So there's more. That's a bit of a better excavation you would see of the Roman ruins there itself. And then if you're done with a bit of sightseeing and you want a drink, there's a couple of the best mojito and cocktail bars in town right on your doorstep. Again, I think Benidorm's only 5-star hotel, so that's here right on the corner, if you're lucky enough to stay there. Not in everyone's budget, I would imagine. Right in the distance there, you mightn't be able to see it, especially at this time of day. So that big, massive, tall, white building, that's the Don Jorge, but on the hill just above it, there's actually, if you hear about the Benidorm Cross, so it's hard to spot during the day from here, we're right distance away, but that's the Benidorm Cross is up there, but it gets lit up at night. If we're out and about the night, I'll try and get a wee video, I'll get a clip of that added on, and you can see what I mean. But the cross, it's a good walk up to it, and there's a nice bar on the way up, and what a lot of people actually tend to do with that cross is, like if they're fond of Benidorm, or if they're regular visitors, or if they live here, if they lose a loved one, they would actually take the exits up to that cross or leave a wee plaque for them. It's quite a well-known, famous beacon in Benidorm, but that's where the cross is. Hi folks, what about you? Back down the old town. We're representing Belfast today. We've got the pedals gear on. Probably, in my opinion, the best Guinness in Belfast. So if we're wearing a Beatles gear, we're going to have to go out and try and get a Guinness here in Benidorm and see if it won't match up, but see if we can get something similar, see if we can get something drinkable. So I've just done that about. I've seen this here. There's 2 British bars on this street. We're in the old town here in Benidorm, so it's a bit more Spanish vibes. It's going to be harder to get a Guinness. I've seen this bar here. We've got the Britannia, we've got Cooper's down the street. We're going to call in, see if we can get a Guinness in one of them, and let's see if we can split the chain, see if we can rate it. Little Coopers with Little Cooper. Come and split the chain. See obviously we're representing Biddles today. We're Belfast Battle. We're 23 glass. Let's rate the Guinness. Let's go. That was way overshot. Sadly not a great thing to get us either. Suppose for Benidorm standards, drinkable, but not as good as we could get obviously back in Biddles. What is? So the official fiesta finished on the Wednesday night, but honestly the best fireworks show I've ever seen. We were quite lucky. This was the view from our balcony. The Hotel Villa España in the Old Town. I would recommend it. Very nice. Lot of lost footage, some footage that didn't come out right. Video a bit stop and start at time, but hopefully you've seen enough of what Benidorm Fiesta is about and you enjoyed it. If you did, look out for part 2. We're going to follow it up with Fancy Dress Day, the Thursday, British Day in Benidorm. Be coming soon, part 2. Click, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks very much.